Hey there, Dr. Karen here, and today I was blogging. I've been enjoying blogging and writing quite a bit lately, and I was writing about creativity. And I started with the quote, "Failure is the mother of creativity." So you think about, Thomas Edison, how many times he failed for the light bulb. The 3M company with the Post-it notes, like it was a failed adhesive product, and it's Post-it notes. I mean, they're everywhere. So, sometimes the only difference between somebody who's, really, really successful and somebody who isn't is that they just kept trying and they had a higher tolerance for failure or more grit or more, they just, had a little more belief. And I have talked about creativity and ADHD, one of my favorite topics, and how ADHD can be a superpower, like Walt Disney. And speaking of failure, he was told that he was unimaginative before he founded his company. I mean, that's just absolutely insane. But, a lot of times people are before their time or misunderstood. Yesterday I was watching the Buddy Holly story. I hadn't seen it before with Gary Busey. And I really got, like Elvis and some of the other, even Bob Dylan, like Buddy Holly was ahead of his time, and nobody seemed to understand, they wanted him to do things a certain way, country music or, and he knew what he was doing. So with his creativity, and he was told, as I'm sure all of them were told at some point, that they weren't going to make it in the entertainment industry, but lo and behold, they did. So here's your creativity. Let me know what you are working on and what you're creating. I was talking with an artist today, and people that are more analytical might say, okay, why do we need art? But we do need art. It's one of our core components of mental health, like getting enough sleep, getting good nutrition, being around people, being out in nature, having a beautiful environment to look at, having things on the wall. Going way back to the cavemen, they had their drawings on the wall, their handprints. We were here. So what are you doing to be creative? See you next time.